I'm going for my citizenship in a few weeks. I had a DUI back in 2017, which I paid and it was expunged. A friend had a DUI as well going into her citizenship, and they mentioned a form before she could receive her citizenship. Would I need this form as well for my appointment?
I don't know what form you're talking about, but right now under the Trump administration, even though DUI is not a deportable offense, it is bad moral character. So if you're basing your citizenship on 5 years good moral character, the fact that you have a DUI within the last 5 years could be problematic. If you're basing it on 3 years good moral character, because it's 3 years of a bona fide marriage to a United States citizen, then you may be past that point already. But I'm not sure what form you're referring to. There is no form. There's no good moral character.
Okay, so that would be an issue. All right, got it.
Yes.
Nell Comedy Jam on YouTube. My minor child or children will be doing their interview soon for adjustment of status, but their medical is up because it's been a year. Do I need to do it over to take it to the interview?
No, you should be okay unless they ask for it at the time of the interview, but you don't need to do it again. But I was waiting for a funny question. I mean, if you like so-and-so Comedy Jam with a... Oh. I thought it was going to be something funny. I'm like, I'm waiting for the punchline.
Listen, it ain't funny when it comes to life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Life ain't funny, right?
Yeah.
The next one comes from Lido Abram on YouTube. I'm asking for AOS just to get my work permit and travel authorization for a new opportunity for work in Texas and my address in Jersey. Do you think it's risky to change?
It depends what's happening with your adjustment of status. So, for example, if you're being sponsored by your parent, yeah, you can change your address. It's no big deal. Just make sure you change your address and you can switch it to Texas. The only risk is that it may be a little longer because they got to transfer the file to Texas, and then you go to the back of the line. If it's a marriage adjustment, it's a little trickier. Because if you're living in New Jersey and you file in New Jersey and you get a job in Texas and you go off to Texas to work and you leave your spouse back in New Jersey, you've just caused a question about the bona fides of your marriage. Because now you're saying you're supposed to be living together, but now you're working in Texas and your wife is in Jersey or your husband's in New Jersey. And in order to prove a bona fide marriage, you've got to live together and have a financial relationship. So 50% of the battle you've already cut off. You're living in different states. So if you're going to take a job in Texas and it's based on a marriage, your spouse better come to Texas with you and change the address. The last thing you want to do is say, oh, I'm working in Texas and I come home and visit once a month. Those cases end up going down in flames.
Thanks for watching. For more Bradshaw Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.